You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
It's Monday afternoon and evening, the 17th of November. This is James Spann. The weather warming up. We're going to be up there around 80 by Wednesday and Thursday. Then a chance of rain at the end of the week, late Friday and Friday night. How much rain will fall? What about Thanksgiving week? All of the new data is in, so we'll look at it together. Let's begin with the upper air look, which we like to do. Kind of tells a story of where we are now. We have a upper low that's located just northwest of San Francisco, a trough in the Rockies. That's going to bring some mountain snow there. And here, just kind of a broad northwest flow aloft following a front that came through yesterday. And again, a very dry air mass. The sky sunny statewide. That's the visible satellite view. And obviously in a dry air mass, no rain. Temperatures rebounding nicely. Some spots were flirting with freezing this morning. In fact, Gadsden did hit 32. In fact, they get 31. But we've got 60s now in northeast Alabama, 70s elsewhere. And afternoons will be rather warm, especially by Wednesday and Thursday of this week. On the watch warning map, got some scattered winter weather advisories in the nation, around the nation. Things are relatively quiet. SPC has introduced a very low-end marginal risk of severe storms this afternoon and tonight for parts of Missouri down into the northwest corner of Arkansas. Tomorrow, again, a very low-end marginal risk over parts of Kentucky, southern Illinois and Indiana, extreme northern Middle Tennessee. And on day 3, which is Wednesday, again, SPC has introduced a low-end marginal risk over parts of Texas. And again, these are not major threats, and we do not expect any severe storms here when our chance of rain returns Friday. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days coming from the WPC. In fact, let me do this. Let me see if this they come out with the evening update at about this time, and I'm curious to see if they have changed much here. And the new outlook is in. So let me drop that in here. I think the what we saw this morning was a little too aggressive, especially for our part of the world here. And sure enough, they have backed off on the numbers considerably. And I think that's the right call. So this is the newly updated 7-day rain outlook from WPC. This is valid through Monday evening of next week. And if you watched this morning, they had like 3 inches around the shoals, and that looks way out of line with modeling. And sure enough, they've dropped it way down, 1/2 to 1 inch for the northern half of the state, and basically nothing for southeast Alabama. Troy, Dothan, Andalusia, Geneva, Ozark, Eufaula, places like that, and hardly any for the Gulf Coast. And I think that's the right call. And again, we'll have a chance of some rain Friday afternoon, Friday night, maybe Saturday morning, but probably not that much. Well, I'm afraid we'll have to wait until sometime down the line, maybe just after Thanksgiving, before we see the next really big event. Tropics, we're done for the season. I think we can almost take these graphics out until next year. So model fans, here we go. European, 12Z run, 4 o'clock tomorrow. A little short wave coming through the Great Lakes. Got an upper low near Los Angeles. And for us, dry air mass, partly to mostly sunny, highs 70s, maybe around 80 in South Alabama. So this is Wednesday. Dew points come up a little bit, but again, there's just no dynamic forcing for rain. The sky partly sunny and a warm day. Wednesday will be up there close to 80 in North Alabama, low 80s in South Alabama. That's pretty close to record levels for this time of the year. Same thing Thursday, warm and dry. Highs upper 70s, low 80s in most spots. And then Friday, front comes in, a surface front, little shortwave, and that's going to produce some rain for the state. This is Friday afternoon. But the models are really showing this just kind of fizzling out as it pushes through into Saturday morning. This is Saturday, and there's hardly any left, and I think by then we'll be mostly dry. So, again, back to Friday, we'll introduce a chance of some rain at times. Friday afternoon and Friday night. No chance of any severe storms and probably no thunder, just showers. But that could interfere with high school football playoff games with some rain falling within and some of the big outdoor events Friday evening. And again, Saturday, I think mostly dry. There might be a shower Saturday morning in spots, but the sky becoming partly sunny and a bit cooler, highs upper 60s and low 70s. And Sunday looks like a beautiful day. The sky will be mostly sunny We start the day in the 40s and 50s. The high Sunday, again, mid to upper 60s, maybe low 70s in South Alabama. And a week from today, we're kicking off Thanksgiving week, busiest travel week of the year. Monday, got that deep upper low just southwest of El Paso, little ridge over the Gulf. And again, we are dry to start the week. So let's go out 10 days, and this is Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, the 27th of November. And again, we've got a broad southwest flow aloft, and often with that, you can see a few showers, and the Europeans suggesting there could be a few showers around. And understand, this is 10 days out. There's just not a lot of skill out here. This is the extent of it. But the pattern favors perhaps a significant change to colder weather as we get into that following weekend. Let's go to the next day. This is Friday, the 28th of November. And you can see the temperatures are still a little above average. And understand, I want to stress, when you see red on this map, that's not like summer. Highs probably mid to upper 60s. In fact, all of Thanksgiving week, it looks like we'll be in the 60s during the day. Morning lows in the 40s and 50s, which is really not that far above average. And then by Sunday, November 30th, that colder air drops in here. Temperatures go below average. And, of course, the questions are this. When does the cold air move in? Will it be cold for the Iron Bowl in Auburn? That's Saturday night. Again, at this point, it looks like it could be pretty cold. How cold, we don't know yet. Could there be strong storms prior to the arrival of the cold air, maybe Friday night or Saturday, the 29th, Saturday morning? We just don't know that yet. Once we get toward the end of this week, we'll have a much better idea, and we can be specific. Anything at this point, when you get really specific, it's just guessing, and we don't like to do that. That's not the game here. Here's a look at rain for the next 15 days coming off the European ensemble. The mean still running a little over 2 inches between now and the 2nd of December. Temperatures flirting with 80 Wednesday and Thursday. And then next week, Thanksgiving week, you can see highs mostly mid to upper 60s, lows 40s and low 50s for a Thanksgiving week. And that's pretty seasonal. Temperatures just barely above average if that works out. And again, you know, how cold will it get? Will it turn sharply colder that following weekend here? We just don't know that yet. The pattern favors that. But how cold, nobody knows at this point. Now, this is the latest long-range guidance just in. This is for November 25th through December 1st. And this is still showing temperatures above average here into the 1st of December. But again, I think there's clearly some evidence we could see a cold pop in that period after Thanksgiving. But on an average basis over that whole stretch, temperatures could be a little above average. But you know what we got to do here? You know what we do. We roll some kid cam video. Whoa, what a crowd. Come on now. I like this a lot. They were pumped. I love a Monday morning crowd in the gym. Spring Garden School, Cherokee County. Oh, man, we had a good time talking little weather, little science in the gym. And let me tell you what, they gave me some good stuff here. I got a goodie basket full of Panther stuff, and that box of cookies is outstanding. That's incredibly good. Wow, love it. But those kids were great today. Did some storm spotting. Talked about how we launch weather balloons, weather forecasting, thunderstorms, tornadoes, hurricanes, winter storms. What a good time today. So again, to all these teachers and students at Spring Garden School in Cherokee County, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You know you guys are looking good. So tomorrow going to be at Cedar Hill Elementary in Ardmore. And then I'll be swinging by Calhoun Community College in Decatur. Wednesday, Westwood Elementary in Tuscaloosa County, out around Coker. Then on Thursday, going to be at Sand Rock School for a program there. And then Hoax Bluff Elementary School. Got a 2-for-1 special. And Friday, Inverness Elementary School in Shelby County. And again, Friday evening, right now, we're scheduled to be in Cullman. I'll be part of the opening of the Chris Kindle Market, the big annual Christmas event in Cullman. They'll have the parade and the Christmas tree lighting ceremony on Friday. Now, again, rain could be an issue, and as soon as we find out their plans, we'll pass that on. Hey, tonight's Monday night. You know what that means? This is Weather Brains Night, the weekly show for weather geeks, dweebs, nerds, dorks, and weenies. 7 o'clock Central Time, youtube.com/weatherbrains. Most people listen to the audio podcast. That'll be out late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Catch me this evening on ABC 3340 News and also daily on great radio stations around the state, including in Birmingham, 98.7 KISS. Thanks for watching. Have a great Monday evening, and God bless.